Oh, yeah, we are back and we are live. Pew, pew, pew for you. You. Oh, yeah, and as always, can't do it without the guy with the plan doing all he can. Your friend and mine, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Mr. Michael Mann. Woo!
¿Cómo está? Was is up? What are you doing, Michael, in the funny hat man?
Oh, man, I don't even know what you're talking about, dude. This is the power slap hat for power slappers that be doing power slap type things. You know
You're
what I'm saying?
absolutely right. Nothing says slap me like that fucking hat. You are absolutely right. It is a power slap hat. You
See,
got
this is why I love you. You know what I'm saying? This is why I love you, man, because you bring the comedy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, hey, last week you were feeling great. You had the vids. You know what I mean? And this week I am weak. Come on, Facebook. How are you doing now, man? How are you feeling now?
Dude, it's hilarious. I still can't breathe. What the fuck? The problem is that now I'm supposed to get like asthma medicine, all this stuff to help break up my chest. My goddamn pharmacy got a lightning strike, and their system is down, so I can't get any meds until like Thursday or Friday, unless I want to change pharmacies, which I'm doing.
Oh no!
Yeah, so I've been taking like I have like hospital grade like breathing shit. Yeah, I'm sucking on R2D2's cock. Yeah, it's like it sucks.
And not just fun.
So I can't breathe. So I can't breathe with the shit. It sucks. I'm not sure what I can do about this shit. Mm-hmm.
Got the pews in. Shout out Amy. Sorry, go ahead.
Had to light a cigarette on that.
Fair enough, man. Hey, man, I got an issue, man. You did not share last week's show. I want to look at your Instagram or your Facebook, or preferably both. And I want to see, hey, I got a podcast. I'm Michael Mann. I'm a rock star. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I tell you, Facebook, IG. I'm telling you right now, I'm not even sure how to get on IG anymore. I know you found me.
You post pictures of your dogs. You love them.
Look, when's the last time I posted a picture? Look at the last picture I posted was probably 3 years ago. 3 years ago.
Last week. Are you going to make me tell on you now?
Oh, last week?
You know I have the power of the internet at my hand, sir.
Yes, I know. Why would I lie? Why would I lie?
Okay. Well, now I got to make a liar out of it. Sorry. You have me smoking. You have me taking my vape pen hits. Yeah. You know what I mean? I want to be like Terry of Power Slap Time. By the way, shout out Terry of Power Slap Time. You know what I'm saying? The best.
But you don't have to take my word for it.
But the way he just be interviewing and hitting his blunt, you know what I mean? And he's just like, yeah, so anyway, tell me about this. He just takes big rips off his blunt. I'm like, this shit. I love him. You know what I mean?
I'm going to start doing that every time. I'm just going to start just patting my arm like this and doing this just off the screen. Yeah.
So you said, when was the last time you said you posted again?
About 2 or 3 years ago.
Okay. On your Facebook now you're talking.
Oh no, I said IG, Instagram.
IG, okay, yeah, because you have a ton of accounts on Instagram. I'm like, man, you have one of them that's great. The Michael Mann comedy one is great. I'm like, go in there, reset your password. You know what I mean, and fire it up. Hell, give me the info, man. I'll put some stuff on there. You're popular, baby.
I have a Michael Mann comedy Instagram.
Yes.
Well, fuck me.
Yes,
I did not do that.
How do you not know what you have? Watch this. Hold on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. You have Michael Mann 7146, Michael Mann Comedy, Michael Mann 952. You have 3 different IGs. And I think, hold on. He's here. Holy shit, the man with the plan. Ladies and gentlemen, you know him. You love him. He's Power Slap Gandalf. He's all things slap fights. He's wise. He's cool. He's been cranking out some kick-ass interviews. We're going to get to some of that tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Beyond the Slap Zone, Terry.
What's up? What is going on, Mike and man? How you guys doing?
Hey man, I tell you what, you look great. I'm telling you right now, I don't think the hormone shots you've been taking are working. You're not filling up as much as you were thinking about. No, I know your hips. Your hips are a lot more feminine now, but I mean, that's about it. That's about it. You have those childbearing hips now, but other than that, still a man. Okay.
Awesome. Listen, and I want to let you guys know, Mike, just in case you hear a girl's voice, that's not man losing his man card. That's my girlfriend in the room.
Shout out to Mrs. Carey. You know what I mean? All G. You know, that rocks. So, heck yeah, man.
How's everybody doing tonight?
Everybody is good. How are you, sir? Other than cranking out the interviews and stuff, how are you doing?
Man, I've been super busy, and I still got 3 more that I got to pump out tonight, man. So I got some great guys, man. One of them, my next one, you ain't going to want to miss. It's somebody that just got a call from America to go to Power Slap, and it's my next video drop. So be sure to look for that tonight.
Tonight. That's coming tonight.
Yes, sir. I'm almost done with it editing. It's just about done in editing, and it'll be out tonight.
Well, how about this? Don't give us a name. How about
No, I won't.
give us a weight class?
The weight class is, he said he was going to be doing the 170.
Okay.
170 weight class. So, and this guy, I've met him. He was at Power Slap 10. Or, I'm sorry, Power Slap 12. That was my girlfriend, in case you heard her. Don't think man was talking. Okay, but I met him at Power Slap 12. Really good fit guy, man. Like, I would say maybe a 9% body fat on this guy. Really healthy and great potential. And I will give you one hint. Dana White actually walked up to this guy at the end of Power Slap 12. It's on camera and spoke to him personally. So people have seen this guy on camera.
Theo Vaughn?
No, not Theo Vaughn.
Hey, look, while I got you, I'm going to bother you real fast for some actual news. Because quite honestly, not a lot of news this week. If you are just kind of a fan and your whole point is, hey, let's talk about as Power Slap, you know what I mean? What's going down? Not a lot of news. We need you insiders. That's why I was so excited to have you. Now, heard a couple things about Power Slap 13. One, I heard it was supposed to be in Miami. They're having issues getting licenses going. And so we don't know where it's going to be or when it's going to be actually at this time.
It looks like it's going to actually be in May in Dallas, Texas. Don't hold me to that. I don't have my schedule looking at it, but if I recall, it looks like around May. I believe it was Dallas, Texas. I'll get my facts and get them to you, Mike. But yes, there was some issues, and I actually know people on both sides of that. People that are like trying to make it happen still in Miami, and people that are on the other side trying to prevent it. So
right.
That's all I will say is that there is people in Miami trying to keep this from happening. And I will say Power Slap is really trying hard to make it happen. Just don't look for it to be in April.
For sure, which is weird. Because if nothing else, and one of the reasons you're able to, that Power Slap is so successful is because of that relationship with Dana White. Clearly, you know what I mean, and no shame in the game, but you're like, man, how much money has UFC brought to Florida, right? Yeah. From your Colby Covingtons and all of that. So you would think, yeah, man. So anyway,
well, you got to remember though, Mike. Miami is predominantly elderly people, and there's a lot of Hispanic as well. But the elderly is the ones that do a lot of the voting, and they don't think this is a sport. And that's who's making those decisions down there. Is a lot of the elderly people. I'm from Florida. I'm not bashing Florida, but I will say majority of their votes are coming from people that are like 55 and older out there. A lot of times, and keep this in mind, people from other country or other states here in the country go down to Florida around election time. So we're getting people from Pennsylvania, New York, and all that. Right around election time when it's cold, they come to Florida, and they're placing all their votes on Florida, and then they run back home. So that's a huge thing about Florida votes, is a lot of their votes are coming from people that don't even live there year-round.
That's fair. Good news about Dallas. Dallas is my home away from home. Got people there. Dallas, I live literally, like, if you were to jump in my car right now and head south, it'd be right at 2:45. And man, it's back. It'd be right at 2 hours 45 to get to Dallas, right? So I'm very
okay.
And so if you're able to make it, let me know. It goes down. You know what I mean? We will have a good time. We will have a blast, dude. If you're able to make it.
Are you going?
Oh yeah, I'll be there. 100.
Let's work something out together, man. Let's work something out together, because here's the thing. I moved to Vegas for 2 reasons. My girlfriend's training at Extreme Couture and for me to cover Power Slap. So it kind of defeats the purpose for me to move here and then go to other states. So I only cover the Vegas ones. But if
Sure.
you're going to be out there, I would love to bring you on my platform as well if you want to do some coverage. And I will hook you up with some of the fighters out there to do interviews.
Absolutely. Yeah, you know I'm down 100.
Yeah.
Luke lives out there. Luke lives in Irving. So, you know, that'll heck yeah, dude. In fact, speaking of that, I'm glad you brought that in. Dropping news. Starting on Thursdays, just because of popular demand, going to be bringing back my PT Pod show. I just did one. Now, it's not going to exclusively be Power Slap fighters, but the very first one, which will be Thursday, I don't know if he's watching. Shout out Amir. I'm going to do Amir. He actually called me and asked me to talk to him. I know you've already done it, so I'm not scooping you. I know you've already done a great
No. Amir's great.
Yeah, and you know, our stuff is going to be more breaking down the things that people don't talk about as much. We're trying to dig into that a little bit. Yours is wild. I love what you do because it's wild. You know what I'm saying?
I love
And
what you do.
your style. So, you know, yeah, man. Well, and it's fun. You know,
One thing I do want to say about my competition, Mike, is I don't ever get mad about other people doing interviews because all of us in this niche do it a little bit different. They're going to ask that little bit different question. And I don't get to watch a lot of social media, but when I do, if I don't know something about a fighter, I will learn from some of the other people in this niche. It's very helpful. So absolutely do your best with Amir. He's a great guy and a fun interview. He'll probably smoke with you.
Hell yeah. He's so cool. Yeah, man. And, you know, for those that don't know, you know, I've been in the business as far as interviewing and producing a lot, way before I was ever interested in Power Slap. Some of it you can still see. So, yeah.
See, I do all my interviews.
Nice.
All my interviews, no
So,
pants.
what else you got going on, Mr. Man? It looks like you're talking, but we can't hear you.
I actually muted it. I'm sorry.
Hello?
I have a very different interview
He's
style.
talking. I don't know why
audio.
you can't hear him. I can hear him.
Every interview.
Yeah, I did not hear him at all.
You can't hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Hold on. Let me try something.
Can you hear me? Hello?
That's
Is it
weird.
me? Hello?
Yeah,
Hello?
Jim, I see his mouth move. Was he talking bad about me over there, Mike?
No, he's just saying hello. Not at all. He's just saying hello, and I can hear him. It is odd that you can't, but that's all
Man.
good.
It could be some of the server. I've had issues with Riverside too, where I couldn't see people. But when you get the download, it should come out just fine. Just let him know I'm not ignoring him.
I understand. I can hear you guys.
He says he understands and he can hear both of us just fine.
And I have no,
maybe people just toot him out on my headset because he talks bad about me. I love, man. He's great.
He is. He is.
He,
And he's
he brings a lot of character. He brings a lot of character to your show. I will add that, man. The show wouldn't be the same without man.
Agreed.
Man, I know you can hear me. I don't want to hear you right now, brother. So somehow the Lord's looking out. If people believe that.
I love how
I'm
y'all
just
got
kidding,
the
brother.
beef going. Oh, and by the way, to me, just so you know, side note, man, Power Slap Time is not competition. You guys are our partners in a way. In my opinion, we are partners in that our job specifically, and this is why I'm doing the PT pod, is because this show, like I said, I never, and this is no offense to any of them, but I don't want fighters on this show. That is not this show. You know what I mean?
Yeah, gotcha.
This is that like pardon the interruption style comedy. I want to be able to come out and say however I feel about these fighters, right? For any reason whatsoever. And good or bad. Sorry, go ahead.
Amir should be really happy to know that you don't want fighters on his show and he's going to be doing an interview.
Well, no. That's why I'm doing a Thursday solo show and not Power Slap Time. It's a different thing. You know what I'm saying? It's a different thing.
Yeah. No, again, man, that's awesome that you get Amir. He just came off a huge win, man, right after being cut.
I know. So powerful. Yeah, we covered that last week a little bit. But yeah. In fact, we did a great teaser for you. I sent you the clip. But yeah, you're busy. I understand. But we did a teaser of that interview, and then we covered the fact that he came out of nowhere, slapped the dude, and he was almost surprised. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was crazy. Oh, and by the way, gotta send a shout out. Alpha Fantana and Babyface Power Slap are both in the building. Oh yeah.
Oh
shout out
shit.
to those dudes. Yeah, man.
Nice. What's up, Babyface? And who else was it? I heard Babyface.
Alpha Fantana, my homeboy that fills in sometimes. Chef Isabello got, the Candid Thoughts podcast in LA, my LA homie. The big LA homie producing. We do some production work, working on a couple of audiobooks for bestsellers already. just going to get those audiobooks done. Then we're, we got plans. So anyway,
huge shout out to Michigan in general, Babyface and Brandon, man. That both of them guys are really representing Michigan nice. And I spent some time out in Michigan. I was actually a medical marijuana grow out there, so I have some root there for a few years. But huge shout out to both them guys. They're representing well. Both of them, not just in the sport, but these guys are out there working their ass off promotion wise. They're running across states, going to events, getting out there mingling with the people. They're really representing the sport. So huge shout out to both them guys, man. Michigan is really representing the sport well right now.
Agreed. And, with Blackburn, I would say with Babyface Power Slap, if I was anybody in the organization and I had budget, I would put traveling behind this guy. If you watched him, first of all, everybody wants a taste. You know what I mean? No one else got ran up on twice by two different weight classes. For some reason, everybody wants to dance with him. Okay, but careful what you wish for. Then past that, watch him, man. He talks to everybody. He got that belt, didn't go to his head. He hasn't changed a damn bit. You know what I mean?
He's gotten better. He's gotten better with talking to people. He mingled, he wasn't used to that fame and stuff. And I can see why his character in general that he's building, his brand, I can see why people are loving it, man. I'm watching the price on his eBay, on his cards on eBay, they're going up. This guy, I mean, he's built something over there. He's built a brand.
Absolutely. And that takes work. That's why I respect him and I respect Luke so much, because they are every day, they are working their thing. And it's smart because no matter what happens, no matter what promotion they may end up in, you know how this game is, man. People are going to want to see them. Just like you could take Joe Rogan. You could buy the Joe Rogan podcast. You could buy Beyond the Slap. And you could go, I'm Beyond the Slap now. No one would watch it because they would go watch, Terry Slap channel or whatever you called it. Because we built the brand with you. It's you and your specific thing you have to offer. So that's man, that's so valuable. Okay, any other hot slap news? Do you have any idea when season 4 is coming out? Do we have any date on that?
Man, I'm not positive. I do know this. I've talked to some people. I've done interviews again, and I'm dropping an interview with a guy tonight who's just got the call from America. That interview will be coming out within an hour or two. He's coming to town. I can't say when, but very soon. I've talked to a few other fighters I'm very close with. They're coming to town for something big here in the next couple of weeks is all I'm saying. I can't confirm or deny it's the actual start of the filming, but based on what I'm seeing with some of these new faces and some people representing, I will say that my guess is they're going to start filming here in the next 2 to 3 weeks.
Hell yeah. I love that.
That's just a guess. Nothing confirmed. But again, I talked to a lot of people, and based on what everybody's telling me being in town and the faces that are coming here, it looks like that's a very strong possibility.
And by the way, you're dropping your interview tonight. We know it's going to be on IG. Is there any other platforms or anything you're dropping it on?
No, and honestly, some people have asked me that. I used to automatically everything uploads to my Facebook, but those are more my personal people. And I used to do YouTube and stuff, but the numbers just seem to be there mostly on IG. So I think I'm the only one in this niche that actually sticks to one platform. And I just use exclusively IG. I will every now and then. I try TikTok and stuff. And don't get me wrong, TikTok, I'm starting to pick up numbers. In fact, I looked on the other day and I had one video that had over 42,000 views. I was like, whoa, shit. Maybe I need to start using a little bit more. But for the most part, I stick straight with IG, man. It's just easy upload, and it automatically uploads to my personal people on Facebook.
Say something, Michael, man. Say something. See if he can hear you now.
I cannot hear him. I am so sorry because I love. Like I said, he's a huge part of your show. I just can't hear what he's saying.
Try now, because he came back in and out.
Can you hear me?
Nope, I can't hear you. I can try and read your lip, but
no, that's some.
I once had sex with a chimpanzee named Teddy.
Yeah, I might have to restart or something, but again, I didn't want to leave the show, have other issues, because I actually had a little issue getting in.
Right, we know you never have a lot of time. And so, man, just to have you here and just to kind of catch up on a little bit, man. It's funny because we watch Slaps and me and him talk about, we got to ask Terry about this and we got to talk to Terry about that. Guys, Terry has a great new video. Beyond the Slap has a great new video right now up. It's actually very exciting. And this is one of the men who knows the game. This is his top fights, his top 5 knockouts of all time in the sport of slap fighting.
Starting with number 5.
And just so you know,
Number
I did
5.
set some time aside for you because I missed last week and I felt bad. I know how hard it is to get people on shows. Trust me. So I try and set that hour aside for you. Missing last week, I felt bad, so I did make sure I set some time for you aside this time.
Oh, heck yeah. Thank you so much, man. And that's, because to me, yeah, we are together. And I never would step on your toes. I would never step on your toes because we want, you know what I mean? We want you to win. Mike, feel free to talk and I'll communicate to him, by the way.
Yeah, bud. I'll listen at some point. I'll answer you after I go back and watch the replay.
I once had sex with a monkey named Teddy.
Oh, that sucks. I can't hear him. Like I said, I love hearing what man's got to say.
He literally said he once had sex with a monkey named Teddy. So,
oh, yeah?
Michael, man, I
pushed it.
Do me a favor. Go completely out. Michael, man, go completely out. Like log out and then hit the link and come back in for me, okay?
I honestly may not be his end, honestly, because I had issues when I clicked on the link. It was not opening and stuff. So it may be my side. I've been doing interviews. Man, it's weird. I got a laptop, and then I got a 42-inch monitor in front of, right behind that, a phone here and a phone over here. In case there's issues, I can just jump on another device. But I've been going with this one all day, man. This is my 5th interview actually today.
Woo! You've been running it.
Man, yeah. Plus, I'm working overnights now. I just got this overnight gig. I switched my hours, and man, it's kicking my ass. So working all night, and then booking during the day, and doing my interviews in the afternoon. Plus, trying to squeeze in sleep. So I'm busting ass over here, man. But I love what I do. I mean, how many people get to talk to their heroes every day?
Right? Exactly. I love that. That's amazing. And shout out to Aziel, man. He wrote me a message. He wants to do a long form as well. I'm trying to be the Joe Rogan of power slap on the other one. You know what I mean? Whereas here we just want to be the fun comedy guys. Michael, man,
he's
say
a
something.
fun guy.
Hello. How are you?
Did he say yeah?
Yeah, I'm here.
Nope, I didn't hear anything.
Oh, no. All good.
It's got to be on my end, bud. It's probably I've been running this all day. I should have restarted, but I didn't want to be late.
No, you are good, man. Yeah, you are good. Michael, man, can you
Go ahead.
I can hear everybody. It's fine.
No, I cannot hear Mr. Man.
I'll just relay stuff.
What's up, Caesar?
I wanted to call this one out real fast. I thought Caesar was. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but I couldn't hear the video if you were playing it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Just for a second, it's on pause right now. Okay. I just wanted to point this one out and have everybody go look at it. I really enjoyed this one, man. This was really cool, man. I think this guy has a ton of potential. And not only that, man, y'all clicked, and I love it when 2 people click on an interview because it's just so much fun to watch. You know what I mean? So, you kind of go into a little bit about how he got robbed and that kind of thing. And this was just a killer interview, man. And I just wanted to point it out. Go ahead.
Now, to be clear, I heard he got robbed. I go with the official decisions at the end of the day. I always have my opinions, but I was letting them know, a lot of people were telling me he got robbed when I went into that.
That's fair. Yeah. And that's what I should say. That's what I mean is you don't just toe the company line. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're like, hey, man, and you allow them to talk about it. But also that shows how in tune you are because you have these sources. Right. So you're able to, even if you're not at the match, you're able to get real-time updates and information on the match. And that's so kick-ass, man. So there was that one right there. And then we'll go over a little bit more. My man has his top 5 matches. What I like is he does it quick.
I've recently been asked about my favorite fight of all
you
time.
Hear yourself now?
It was really hard to choose. So today,
are you playing
I'm going
it?
to give you my top 5
nope,
favorite knockouts.
It's on my end.
Slap fighting. Starting with number 5.
But I've studied the video.
Number
I've seen it because I edited it. I know what's going on.
Against a guy
You're like,
named
I know what
Archaic
that guy's
Death.
saying.
Archaic. Excuse me. And that was a Slap Fight Championship in the early days of this.
I love how you call out Slap Fight Championship. And you know what? I got to call out and give love and props to Slap Fight Championship. I watched the first one because of you. You were like, man, you guys got to see this. And you had interviewed Tank. Was it Tank, I believe you interviewed, right?
Yes, sir. A few of them guys. In fact, I got some loaded up I did today.
Man, I love Power Slap Fight Championship. I love Slap Fight Championship. They're out of Missouri, so they're kind of a neighbor. now that Oklahoma has just put in, and we are going to be a state. They're doing Dallas. I'm telling you, Oklahoma, Texas is going to be a big deal. It's where people come to build. It's where you build your base because we got nothing else, so we love it.
And the guys are
Oklahoma,
looking forward to going there. The guys are all looking. They all been to Vegas a few times. All the guys. Of course, I always want them in Vegas. Every one of these guys, but most of them are looking forward to Miami and Oklahoma now and Dallas. So it's cool for the fighters, man. They deserve it.
I got my homeboy. Shout out DJ Sexual Chocolate. Homeboy of mine knows this scene really hot. I'll have him come in. You know what I mean? Show us around any place I don't have. But there's trust. We're gonna have a good time. No worries. So, but I lost my train of thought. I'm excited about that, but I think Oklahoma, Dallas, yes, I will be there. Anything you need, I will represent strong. I'm going to get a T-shirt made that says Power Slap Time on one and Beyond the Slap on the other. I feel like we are we're the comedy openers. You know what I mean? We're the guys that come out and entertain it and give you love there. You know what I'm saying? So, so anyway, Michael Mann is sending me weird shit like late at night. He goes out.
I wish I could hear him. I see him in the background. I'm watching him over here just laughing my ass off. Him moving around over there. Looks like he's dancing in an old folks club.
I'm typing things in private chat.
He's typing things in private chats, he says. And we can't see. I can't. Let me see one of your hands. Keep your hands on the screen, Michael Mann. Keep them up.
Has he been drinking tonight? Is he drinking? Just give me a yes or no nod.
Have you been drinking tonight, Michael Mann?
There you go. I knew it. You gotta start smoking, brother. Not that shit either. Get them out of your mouth. Those things will fucking kill you. Oh, okay. All right. This ain't that kind of show.
It is not this week. So, Power Slap Superfan in the building. We love you too, brother.
Oh, Don's out there. What's up, Don? How we doing?
Don is good, man. I had an interview scheduled for him. We were unable to put it together. Probably going to do next Tuesday with him if he's cool with that. Don, let me know. Shoot me a DM. Let me know what's good with you on that. So basically right now we're talking May and Dallas. I know it sounds like Power Slap is getting a little backed up, right? In that it looks like they have 6. They said they were committed to 6 events in like Abu Dhabi or Dubai this year, right?
Yeah, okay. I didn't hear that.
They said 4 in what was the number 2 guy, not Dana, the other guy.
Frank,
yeah. So when they were in so Vegas, when they were in Vegas, the post-fight press conference, he was talking about how they had 4 committed for this year already in Saudi Arabia, and then I think they had 2 in like Dubai as well. And I'm like, well, that's 6. So if they're only doing 1 a month, you know what I mean? They're running out of time.
No, they're starting to book these more. They're starting to get them, it looks like, every month now. They're getting a good roster, man. Right. And again, the sport's growing. It's looking, and the fighters are all asking for fights. Again, I don't have my schedule right in front of me, man. I sometimes have trouble keeping up with the weekly schedule, when it's so long. But it does look like they're picking up the events to have more events based on what I've seen. There was originally, if Miami had happened, there was 4 back-to-back last I knew. But now Miami's not happening, so that one skipped. But I believe there's still 3 more scheduled back-to-back. Yeah, there's Dallas, and they're back here in Vegas, and then I forget where it was after that, but I think there was another one already scheduled right after Vegas.
Yeah, they're talking November here. So, yeah, man.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm so excited now that I know it's Dallas, dude. I mean, like my next call is going to be to Luke. Yeah, dude, I'm not only going to go, I'm going to be in. I got people I go for like day job work and stuff like that. I go to Dallas in the Dallas area. In fact, Sherman is about 45 minutes outside of Dallas. Is where my wife and where I live. We moved back a couple of years ago, but like I just lived there, so I got folks.
Gotcha.
Man.
And spend the extra few bucks on the VIP tickets out the fighter walk, man. It's worth it. I think it's like maybe $40 extra, but definitely worth it, man. To be able to see them guys, especially like being a fan of the sport, and starting to be a representative of the sport. You get to check on them.
Yeah, how do I get press passes, man? Where I can ask.
Oh, those are hard to get. You're really gonna have to build it up to get the credentials for that, especially if you want to go through Power Slap. But my best thing is start to get known by the fighters, because the fighters sometimes get extra tickets, and when you get good with them, treat them good and give them good interviews, man. Start to build a bond. They'll look out for you at these events.
Man, I haven't known a fighter that has them. I'm gonna be honest. I want press passes. I think I legitimately deserve them. I have larger platforms than people who currently have press passes. You know what I mean? I do.
Yeah.
I have more followers, and I'm more consistent than people currently with press passes. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, if there's a corner, you know what? I'm not trying to be petty. petty. I'm not trying to be petty, but if somebody who has far less followers than me reaches far less people on a regular than me, and they have a press pass, I got nothing against them personally. But where's mine? You know what I'm
Listen,
right?
man, I'm not going down that alley. I got some heat, but all I will say is this. I do know Slap News, Corey and them, they really represent, and to my knowledge, I think they're handpicked by Frank and them. So with that said, it's going to be hard to get credentials. I'm not going to get into some people that got credentials and how they got them. I don't know the truth on all that. But I do know this. I quit chasing them because I didn't want to be tied up when the after party's going on and all that shit. I didn't want to be stuck into a press conference. And the weigh-ins and stuff, with my schedule, man, being here in Vegas, a lot of times when they're doing the weigh-ins and shit like that, man, I'm catching the other fighters that are in town that aren't on the card. And that's when I get my interviews and talk to them. So I quit chasing the credentials for that. They got great representatives doing it right now. And too many, fuck. How many questions do you really want to ask when they're up on the podium the day before when they've been interviewed all week?
Hey, Cooper Hoffley just joined. Shout out, Cooper.
Oh, Cooper. I love my man, Cooper.
All the pew-pews for Big Cooper as well. Yeah, man.
Cooper's a great guy, man. He's another fun one to talk with. I love Cooper. My daughter's favorite guy was him until this past event, and then she fell in love with Dorian all of a sudden. She loves Dorian sticking the tongue out and shit, but he was my daughter's favorite fighter at one point.
Heck yeah. Shout out to Michael Calderise, by the way, in the building as well. 2 Mics Live out of New Jersey. That's what I love, man. Just saying, bro, I come with a national audience already. You know what I mean? Because of what I do and because I produce award shows and book comedians and do stuff like that. I come with people that are listening right now in, Atlanta, Georgia, and New York and New Jersey. And my man is in Louisiana. You're in Vegas, right? I got people in Dallas. And that's before any slap fight people. That's before the actual core fans. So I feel like I should get as much as anybody. Plus, we're entertaining. You know what I'm saying?
Wait till you go to a live event, man. You'll be surprised. I didn't mean to talk over you, man.
No,
I see he's moving his finger. He's fingering somebody.
I was just going to say he also gives incredible hand jobs, and he has soft, loving hands.
He said, I give incredible hand jobs with my soft, loving hands. He just wants to add on top of everything else I bring. Anyway, no, man, it's all good. I just, you know what I'm saying? And that's fair. And you're absolutely right. And that's the cool thing about Power Slap. And that's why we do what we do. The whole point about this, man, like just like Amir in your interview was like, he was like, yeah, man, I was selling cars in between doing concrete. Well, I'm a champion. You know what I mean? Well, I'm headed, ranked number 1, about to be a champ and done TV and well known. And it's like, that's what I want to do. And this is no hate for anyone else. You know what I mean? But you got the fancy dudes doing the fancy stuff. And they're like, hey, we're trying to be the next, whatever ESPN a Power Slap. And that's cool. But those aren't those dudes. These are dudes who are coming off driving trucks and concrete pits and selling used cars to get slapped in the fucking face for dollar bills, y'all. These are real men. So what I want is I want them. That's what I want to be. You know what I mean? Because the fans are us too. The fans working on paying their light bill as well. You go ahead, Michael.
But you are working a job.
Oh, he's still here. I can't hear him. It sucks, man. I wish I could hear what he's saying.
Story of my damn life. Are you?
It's like story of my damn life. He's just being an old man complaining, which we love. That's what he do.
That's what the last.
I'm sure it's good shit.
That's what the last woman I said. The last woman I was with said that. Are you still here? I'm like, I'm sorry. I'll leave the money on the dresser. All right. Yes, I'm still here.
He said it's like the last woman he was with. Are you still here? And he was like, I'm sorry, I'll leave the money on the dresser.
If this shit worked with my girlfriend when her and my daughter are fighting all the time, I'd love it, man. Wouldn't hear that if it worked like that.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Man, that's yeah, man, you work full time. You got the you're a father, you're a family man, and you got the power slap action and overall slap fights. So yeah, I'm very excited.
And I'm
my God.
almost 50 too at that. So
When's your birthday? When's your birthday?
New Year's Day. I was born on New Year's Day, man.
Nice. Well, happy
Well, look
belated.
at you with the fireworks on your birthday.
Thank you, appreciate.
Man, I'm not too far from you at all. And I gotta tell you, it's like my birthday is in 8 days, 9 days or something. It's
Shit, happy birthday.
Yeah, April 3rd. It's Thursday, April 3rd. And I can tell you, the wife was like, what do you want? I was like, I just want to be left alone. Let me tell you what I want for my birthday at this age, okay? I want my favorite Wingstop place to eat wings is Wingstop, one of my favorites. So I want all the Wingstop I can eat. I want to be left alone in front of my TV where I can watch, some old school power slap stuff, some UFC stuff. If something's on. If a new Survivor is on, because I love Survivor, you know what I mean? It is my dream to do like a power slap Survivor type of thing where they have to like vote each other out kind of stuff, but you work it in. The closest I could think, there's a show called Deal or No Deal Island. So it's basically Deal or No Deal and Survivor combined, and you get to pick people who leave, but you still have to play Deal or No Deal, right? And so it's one of those, if you're picked on, like, say, power slap the way we do it, if you're picked, and you go up. If you lose, you're gone. But if you win, you get to pick somebody else to leave. Sort of like the challenge.
Why wouldn't it be
Shit,
slap?
that would be interesting. I'm gonna tell you, JT might pick up that idea.
Why wouldn't it
Over
be
at Slap Fight Championship.
Man,
He may make
I
something
want
of
to
that.
work with him. He's so close. Bro, I'm watching him as a producer, right, of 20 years. I'm watching him, and I'm like, you are so, okay, couple little things. Slow-mo, right? It's so brilliant. The way that I understand it is tough production, especially on a shoestring. And the way he was able to rewind and go, these fights you just watched live, here's that cool replay of them. Whoever's doing that, just load up slow-mo. When the slap hits, load up. It's that simple. And then it next levels it. You know what I mean?
I love
close.
JT, man. He's a legend, and he's coming up with a few new sports. I don't know if you've seen the new chess chop that's coming out.
Yeah.
That's going to be great. I was actually even talking to JT about the concept of wall ball. I don't know if you ever played that as a kid, man, but that's something that JT would be amazing at, doing some wall ball. But apparently he ran something similar to it already. But, that guy's just amazing. When it comes up to coming up with new sports, JT is the man.
Yeah, cult leader level promotion. I love it. I'm in. You know what I mean? But I love what he's doing with slap fights and power slap is growing as well. Like we said, man, we called it last year. When you're watching The Rock and Krampus in the big holiday movie having a slap fight, and they're literally doing a slap off, you're like, oh, this is hit mainstream media now. This is in the zeitgeist. People know it now. So it's about to be over. So yeah, man. Congratulations. Slap News just put out a thing where Dana White was at a press conference giving them kudos and going, let me shout out to you. We're going to figure out a way to work with you guys more. So I like that. And I think they're looking to work with people, right?
Slap News, they're great guys. Man, I got to meet them finally at Power Slap 12. And, just fun guys all together, especially the other dude. I believe his name is Mike. He was really fun. He was the one that first came up. A really great guy. Just seems like a jolly guy off camera and stuff. But I can't say nothing bad about those guys. And, of course, Joe over there. Joe's got a personality of his own. He's just energetic and stuff. Like, he's great to talk to. Penny, the only one is the only one I haven't really talked to. And, again, I got nothing bad to say about her. We didn't get along in the past. But, man, I get it. We're all in the same niche. And we're all trying to do the best interviews. And it's very competitive at anything you do. You could be on a line as a cook, and everybody wants to be the top dog. But shout out to every one of them. You, Mike, you're doing a great job over here. Anybody that's covering the sport to help it grow, that's the biggest thing, man. If we're growing the sport, that's what we're here for.
Right, exactly. Yeah, no, and I was just saying, they put up a thing, and congratulations to them. It's literally Dana White at a press conference going on. We'll figure out a way to work with you guys more. And that's been my complaint. So I can't complain. And when the solution comes, I'm like, well, not that solution. And then my complaint has been Power Slap itself as an organization hasn't been great about promoting, dropping news daily. You know what I mean? Really getting that stuff out there. And in fact, Slap News is better at it. Let's be honest. If
they're
Dana
really
White is
good.
right in front of me and go, I would be like, look, man, as a Slap Fight fan, and somebody wants to, drop $10 per match on it, that kind of thing, and see what's going on, Slap News is better than Power Slap itself. And then as far
they're
as
just great guys, man.
Yeah. And then as far as I don't know them, can't speak to that, but they do a great job. I will say that.
I will say this. I got to learn a little about them, and they actually told me, they kind of things about my show they liked and stuff that they kind of can't do, and that's how I knew that they were with Power Slap. Just some of the content that I cover and stuff. Of course, I don't want to give away too many secrets, but man, it made me respect them more and let me know that they actually paid attention, a little bit to my content. They know what it is they like about it. So it was amazing to find that out, to be like, wow, you guys actually, pay attention and what it is they liked about what I put out. So it was encouraging, man.
I mean, in full disclosure, I called them when I first started because I thought they were good. I was like, hey, man, would one of you guys be willing to be on my show? And they were like, oh, no, we never give opinions. And they had just dropped like a 10-minute opinion video on fights. It wasn't Power Slap. It was like UFC or something. And they had just dropped their opinion on a thing. And so I was like, you just dropped an opinion on a thing. I'm not asking for opinions. I'm trying to interview you. You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing. Like you, man, I'm trying to highlight Terry because, and I know people are slow. We get hit in the head a lot. But imagine if there was somebody promoting the promoters. Imagine, because you're not making any real money off this right now. No offense.
Nope.
Neither am I. Neither is nobody. Even Slap News guys aren't making any real money off this. You know
nope.
what I mean?
Even they told me that.
Nobody is.
And the thing is, I want to cover that real quick. Any cash that has been given to me, Tony from TNT Premier Sports has given me cash to advertise for him and stuff. I've taken the cash and given that to the fans. I did not keep any of it.
Well, that's
anything
stupid.
No, because I mean, it's not about the money. I didn't do it for that originally. I started doing it for fun to meet these guys.
Right.
And sponsors, when they give me stuff, I give it away to the fighters. I always give everything away. Even Head Rush, they're like, wow, we gave that to you. You gave away everything. Some of that was for you. And I'm like, man, I didn't do this to take anything. I don't ask for free tickets. I don't ask for any of that shit. And anything I get, I give it away to the fans. All my sponsors for flying on the zip line, all that shit, I give it away to the fans or the fighters. I didn't get into it for the money. I got into it, for the hobby. I got the best hobby in the world.
Well, and it's a love. Man, I genuinely hope one day I'm able to make a living at what I love. And honestly, of all the stuff I do, this is by far my favorite. And if you could lay out the 3 or 4 things I do to make a living and to work and follow that stuff, if you could lay them all out and go, you can pick one and it'll feed you. But it's the one, it would totally be Power Slap all day, every day. And actually Slap Fight, because this is so growing. And man, you can hit, Vegas, you can hit Missouri. I'm sure there's going to be more coming. And a lot of it just has to do with money. Who's going to be able to get out there? You know what I mean? Oh, the man is in the building, my partner. I feel bad because I have a show with him. I was just saying I would do this. Not that I would ever quit our show, dog. But if I could only do one, this is fun. Our show's a lot of work. But anyway, Sunday night, PT Pod, Rumble on Rumble. Check it out. Very successful show. Shout out to my partner. He's going to be DJing a big party in. He's going to be actually doing a lot of stuff this weekend in New York. Shout out to him. That, you know what I mean? We're doing it. But with Power Slap, man, I was just going to say the idea and the hope is that we do be able to make a living off of it. A little bit, some. But once again, our whole goal here is to promote the promoters. I don't understand the people that are snooty to me, because I'm like, I'm not competing with you. You're trying to get fighters to do interviews with. Cool. I'm not. That's the difference.
There's something like that.
You're so
don't take it
competitive
personal.
No, I know. But people should know what's going on behind the scenes. I don't. What I do is I get mad at them. I take it personal on behalf of Power Slap. You know what I mean?
I started looking at it like this. I looked at it like, there's people that don't like Joe Rogan. There's people that don't like Daniel Cormier. There's, no matter what you do, there's going to be people that don't like it. You're going to offend people if you give your opinions. But at the end of the day, like I said.
if you haven't figured out yet, Chael Sonnen is my inspiration. Chael Sonnen is my
Okay.
spirit animal.
He's good.
I want to be the power slap Chael Sonnen, bro. He's the best. to me.
But it's like I said, there isn't a fighter on that roster that even if I didn't see eye to eye with, if they got here in Vegas, that I wouldn't go down to the hospital and sit by them and make sure they're okay if they didn't have family in town and shit
Yeah.
like that. At the end of the day, I love all these guys. I may not see eye to eye with them, but man, they're up there doing something that I wouldn't do, and they're entertaining me and a lot of other people. Man, that takes balls.
Oh yeah, no,
People
I
don't
love all
understand
the fighters. I'm not hating on the fighters. I don't want to
Yeah.
have the fighters
Oh, I
on the
know.
show because I want to be able to do a new show that's what do you call? I want to be able to do a new show that's real legit. I don't want it to be like, well,
Gotcha.
and I got my favorites, and I will be honest, but it's like I'm never going to be able to write about Luke honestly because I'm always going to want Luke to fucking win, and that's the truth, dog. You know what I
Man.
mean? I'm gonna be honest. And I don't want that. You know what I mean? I'm unbiased. I want to be unbiased. Even if I'm a fan of the fighter from the seats, you know what I'm saying? From the cheap seats and from the TV, I want to come with that perspective, right?
Yeah.
And these fighters, if we want to do a thing, that's why I'm doing a Thursday thing. This is not that. I want you on. I'd like Beyond the Petty Quarter on. She's just too busy. But you know what I'm saying? Well, I can't do a 20-minute interview. I can't hit go live.
I love you, brother.
So anyway,
I love you, brother.
you know what it is.
Listen, I will say something. I came here. I was expecting you. I was expecting you to ask me what Dana White talked to me about in that video, honestly. I was like, I know he's going to want to ask you what Dana said. What Dana said. I was like, everybody's been sending messages. Yo, what Dana talked to you about? I thought for sure that's why you wanted me on this week, man, when you sent the message.
Yeah. I want you on, dude, because I want us, I want us to be a team, by the way. You're always invited to any thing ever.
I want to know.
Gotcha. I really appreciate it, man. And again, last week was just super busy. Actually, the past few weeks, man, been busy. But I tried to make an appearance even for 5 minutes each week. Just last week, I got really, really busy, man.
Well, and that's the thing. We want to be the unbiased source. You know what I'm saying? We want to be able to talk because, even like with a Slap News, when you interview the fighters, you become kind of beholden, right? What we want to do is promote the Slap News. We want to promote of course, Beyond the Slap. We want to promote the Beyond the Slap Sons because we understand it is very competitive and silly, and we're not that. We would rather promote you guys because what is best for who's promoting you guys? You're all working your ass off for free, and who's pushing your stuff besides you because you're all competing, so you're not sharing each other's shit like you should. No, if I'm just saying, not you, but you know what I mean? But what if there's a guy out there who's like, I can share everybody's stuff, and I'm trying to build a platform with you all, right? So when people, you know what I mean, they're like, if they follow me or they are already down with my international following, as you can see from LA to Atlanta, I got Savannah, Georgia on one coast right now. I got another dude literally watching from Los Angeles and the beach there. So literally, as we speak right now, people from both ends of the country are watching, dropping in the chat. We got because specifically, I want them to find you. Because when we're doing real shit together, you know what I mean? It makes sense and people have seen us and they love you and they support you. I know for a fact at least 5 people that follow you and love what you do just because I push it. You know what I mean? But and same for me. I got fighters and all sorts of people that would never talk to me if it weren't for you. So thank you for that, man. But the goal is
thank you for what you do.
So the goal is like, I'm not competing with y'all. I don't need to interview the fighters. I'm going to develop relationships and have fun with them. But my job is to report on slap fights. You know what I'm saying? That's it. So,
Hey, Mike, I do want to point out, I love the background. I noticed it this week. Looks great, man.
Thank you.
That looks amazing. You don't look choppy from what I'm seeing. It looks a lot better, brother.
That's because of you. Once again, I listen to you, dog.
It looks great, man. You're not choppy, like your head's not getting cut off. Hey, I do want to ask you, man. I'm going to put you on the spot. I know this is your show, but take Luke out of the equation. Who do you? Actually, leave him in because there's some great people right now. Who do you think out of season 3 will be the first one to win a belt?
I would say him because he's up for right. Like he'll probably be slapping for the belt soon, if not next match after.
Wes Mena, don't forget Wes.
Oh, I forgot
Wes
he was
Mena's,
season 3. You feel like
Wes Mena is making moves.
Yeah, no, and he's hard to beat. Like he's one of those dudes you're just like, good Lord, because it's like. Power slap is almost like a second thought. He's like, yeah, I do this, I do that. And then I'll come out of nowhere, slap somebody and keep rolling. So yeah, I would say, is his next fight for the belt? Do you know?
Wes, I think Wes Minnitt's sitting at rank number 3 right now. I think he's ranked one spot higher than Luke, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Well, and
They're different
yeah.
divisions, though.
Yeah, weight classes. Hold on, let me pull that.
Yeah,
up.
they're different weight classes, but I think Wes is ranked number 3 right now, and Luke might be number 4. So I mean, there's a lot of great talent out there. Just because people have one loss, like a decision, I don't rule Pono out that he might get that title first. Again, Luke may get the first chance and may or may not win. That's why I asked that question. There's a lot of great talent out of season 3, and they're really starting to prove themselves now. Now that they've learned the sport and the science of it.
Yeah. Okay. So you got Wes Mina, you've got Nasty Nate Bernard, shout out, and the Buffalo Soldier. Then you got Dorian, and then DeBell, right? So
Yep.
yeah, I think and because Dorian, we love the Dorian, but he's you know what I mean? I don't know. Is he a gatekeeper? Do you think Dorian ends up being a gatekeeper?
Dorian's proven himself, man. When at Power Slap 10, when he rocked the belt, I'm like, nobody's done that. Nobody has rocked the belt, not since Slap Fight Championship.
Right.
And that's his only loss was over in the SFC. But the way he rocked the belt, not once, but twice he rocked him. I'm like, he earned my respect, man, as a fighter, as a potential guy to win that belt.
Hell yeah. Well, let's just pull this up right now.
And I love the belt. The belt is great. I'm not going to say bad about all these guys, man. I love them. But right now, I'd say Dorian is on fire.
Yeah, Dorian is on fire. Let's see here. And then, of course, there's the homie. But okay, so what's going to happen? Right? Because Vern is still placed at number 1, but he just lost. So I'm seeing Luke in here. See, this is why I think Luke is most likely to get the belt. By the way, want to send a shout out to a very popular comedian, Graham Elwood, in the building, and then of course Knuckles, MMA fighter, in the building. We love y'all. Thank you so much for dropping by. Okay, so real fast here, because Ron has vacated the title, so the belt is pretty much open. Is that correct in thinking that?
Listen, I'm just going to say this about that. Just look for a huge surprise in that division. That's really going to change the value of cards and to rock that whole division.
Wow.
That's all I can say right now.
I'm going to DM you because you got to tell me which cards to get, because I will go get those. We're real fast. Okay, so as a fan, right? As a fan, when you're looking at it, you're like, okay, you got Ron, who's vacated, retired, so that belt is open. Just hear out where I'm at, right?
I am.
So Ron is vacated officially, right? Wolverine is vacated. He's retired. Belt is wide open. Can't be Vern. Vern just got beat down by him. So it's not, in my opinion, really fair to the rest of the division, right? To allow him another shot right off the bat. So then you got Russell Rivero, hasn't fought in a while. Then you got Austin Turpin, probably my least favorite guy in the entire slap fight organization or any power slap, anything, anywhere. And then you have my boy Luke Simons, you know what I mean, who as we know is one of my favorites. So to me, it would either be Rivero or Turpin against Simons for the belt. Does that make sense to you? And how far off am I?
You're off. You're way off. I know you're way off.
It makes sense.
It does. No, and actually, the one that would make sense, if I was a fan and had to guess, I would say it'd be Russell against Luke, based on if the belt stays vacated and things like that. But it's not going to be that match next. I could say that right now. I will say this: Russell is most likely to be one of the people to go for the belt, based on what I'm hearing behind the scenes. But nothing's confirmed yet. I'm not confirming anything yet, but at least one of those two will be competing for the belt here next.
That's fair. I want, you know what I want. I don't even have to say it. So, and I will say, man, the heavyweight division is shaping up. Like we were talking about, it's a beast division. Light heavyweight and heavyweight are beast divisions in that anybody in the top 5 you could put against anybody else in the top 5. And it's a hell of a match, and you really don't know who's going to take it. And we love that, man. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
I love what you guys do. Before you guys shut it out, I want to make sure you know that I love you guys' platform. You guys are doing an amazing job. man, I couldn't hear you tonight. I'm so sorry, brother. I know you were entertaining. And I'm going to go back and watch the footage when it is uploaded to listen to you talk bad about my mama.
She tickles the balls.
He tickles the balls. This is fun, me doing his jokes. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Wow, so it's interesting now, man. The light heavyweight's going to get a big shakeup coming soon, y'all. Now for heavyweight, we've got James at number 4, right? And it's like
Yes.
because it's so loaded right above him. You know what I mean? Now,
Yeah.
here's what I think, and forgive me. I think James can go up against pretty much anybody else, and he has a chance. Hasn't he beat? Didn't he beat? Who did he beat?
Oh,
He
He
Minna
beat
or
Pono.
Brett? Yeah,
He beat Pono.
Yeah.
Pono went competing with his left hand.
I remember.
And but you know that could have went either way if Pono didn't get knocked out because Pono again was using left hand. Not to knock James' performance. I'm not convinced with James yet. I think he's great. Excuse me, but I don't think he's champion material yet. I don't think he would go against DeBell and win. I think even against Perez he would drop.
Fair.
Even against I think if Wes Mena went against him, Wes would probably beat James. And that's not to knock James at all, man. I want to be clear. I know he takes that stuff personal, but you know, I'm just seeing what Wes Mena's doing over there. And I don't want to rule out Bryce Jones. Everybody keeps forgetting Bryce Jones, but I honestly think Bryce might be able to take him.
Really? Okay.
Yes, sir.
I don't know, man. I think James is tougher than they think. I think he's, dude. When we saw him, but it is weird to me that Pono is 5 and James is 4. Fair enough. You know what I'm saying? So, but Cooper, once again, shout out Cooper is on there. Cooper could be a problem for anybody in the top 10. You know what I mean?
Cooper is huge. He is a monster. He definitely looks like the wrestler type, man. I love Coop, man. He's just got that personality. I don't think you can piss Cooper off, man. I don't think there's a thing in the world that would piss that guy off. He's just always happy.
That's give me a chance.
Yeah,
I can piss anyone off.
So I will say, man, the biggest shenanigans are the light heavyweight, in my opinion, right now. On that, but we'll figure that one out. Excited about Dallas there. So talk to me real fast, if you don't mind. Talk to me real fast before we close out about the cards. People need to know about the card. I don't know much about the cards. You know what I mean? I collect guitars, quite honestly. You know what I mean?
Oh, you talking about the Leaf cards? Man, these
cards are a big deal, and everybody's talking about them. But to us average power slap guys, you know what I mean, who love power slap, but from a fan's perspective, talk to us about the cards, man.
If you can see behind me, that case right there, I filled that one up the first week they were out on eBay. It's slam full, and that one holds, I think, 40 cards. I got a box full. I have not bought one box of the Leaf cards. I've been on eBay buying them. And there's a couple I have not got yet. Cooper's one. There's a few of them I have not got yet, man, because I'm looking for specific cards. I like the Savage cards. Are really good. And then the So Money cards is the ones I really like to collect. But I got a couple 1-of-1s and stuff, a couple 1-of-3s and 1s-of-5s. I've been over here collecting quietly while everybody's been kind of putting theirs on blast. I've been over here grabbing on eBay. And I plan to let them all loose here soon, let people know what I have. But I love these Leaf cards, man. I've been a card collector. I got boxes of Garbage Pail Kids, UFC. I've been a card collector for a while.
I remember Garbage Pail Kids, man. If I would have known as a kid, well, man, I love the line, but they should have some, come on, Leaf, you guys should put, if I type in Power Slap trading cards, you know what I'm saying? I should be able to see some. What you should have some. Yeah. You know what I mean?
eBay. Anyway, Look on eBay. You can get pretty good price on eBay. I'm finding them for about $10, $12 cheaper than retail.
Oh, really? Cool.
Yes, sir. But I want to make sure I get the cards I want. So I've been hunting them on eBay, their specific cards. Those Savage ones are really, really nice. They got like the cracked ice look to them. They're really beautiful cards. But I've been collecting all the top guys. Originally, I started grabbing all the OGs first. I even got a Dana White really good card that actually came with they went and sent it off and got it graded first. So I'm really super proud of that one, man. That was probably the most expensive one that I put money into so far.
That shit's expensive.
He said that shit's expensive.
Yes, sir. Very expensive. Believe me, it can be expensive. I know, like the first 2 weeks they came out, I put about $2,000 in.
Woo! $2,000.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
2020 Leaf Metal Power Slap Page 12-inch card, $99.99
Dang.
for Paige Van Zant.
It's
All
$100
right.
for the page. Isn't the page a 1-of-1?
Yeah.
No.
Well,
You're gonna pay more than
she
that for a 1-on-1 a page right now.
Already, still. Already.
Yeah, you're gonna pay for a 1-on-1 of her. You're probably talking around $250 and up, depending on which series it's from. You'll probably pay more. I haven't seen it out there. Yeah, her 1-on-1 plate of like the So Money and the other one yet, but those are worth some money right now.
Heck yeah. That's interesting. So do you think they're going to continue to rise in value the way baseball cards and football cards do?
Just like UFC and all that, depends on the fighter. If the fighter does good and retires, yeah, they're going to go up.
Yeah.
Especially if something happens to the fighter. Anybody that has something happen where they can't compete no more, stuff like that, it super increases the value. Things like that.
We're not hoping for career-ending injuries, but
we're not.
We do need a new transmission. So
yeah, so people hold on to the cards, man. They're definitely going to be worth something someday, especially if your fighter's doing really well and continues to do well, wins champion. Brandon Bardou's cards are going to be worth some money right now. Those are really hot cards.
Yeah, I would think Babyface Power Slap just because.
Oh yeah, shit, he's worth a lot.
Oh, is he? Are his cards worth
yeah.
already?
His are up there, but he's putting in the work for it, man.
Yeah,
Anthony is definitely putting in the work, and he deserves that value.
He is. What's funny is the power, and I get it. I understand big names and promoting, and I understand Paige is probably the most organically and marketed star right now. Hey, look, let's just be real, right? When you're talking numbers, she probably draws the most. You could, of all the Power Slap people, maybe Hawaiian, the crazy Hawaiian.
He's out there.
Or Dumpling.
The most valuable one is Dana White, though.
Oh, well,
he's actually the most valuable card.
Well, sure. What I mean is, but that's what I was going to say about Babyface Power Slap. They didn't push him the way they pushed any of their heavyweights or anything. Nope. This man got to where he is because everybody wants a taste, and he has worked his ass off. But like, what I love is not only has he worked his ass off to be popular, he's worked his ass off to put on the best. I still, in my opinion, him and Homeboy Part 2 was still the best Power Slap match, period. Because it literally changed the game forever. And I'd never seen it before. And I've watched all of the televised ones. I'd never seen it before where two dudes, and you see this in UFC a lot, right? Especially in the co-mains. I'd never seen where two dudes stepped up and it changed. The atmosphere changed. The energy of the room changed. These two dudes brought a different, and you're like, oh, well, now there's a different intensity level. Now the expectation for this entire sport, every match I watch, is different and higher because of these two mofos. That's respect. That's respect.
I do want to say something real quick, Mike. I know you're over time, but something about both the Michigan fighters. I slept on both of them when they first came in the sport. When Anthony came in, it's no secret. I didn't think Anthony had a chance. When he had the longer hair and stuff. Anthony earned my respect competing. And the same thing with Brandon. I told Brandon in my interview, I was like, Brandon, I didn't even think you deserved a shot over Azale. But when he came and competed at first, I was like, man, you earned my respect as a fan. You showed me. So I got to say, both them guys out of Michigan, I slept on them when they first came to the sport, and both them earned my respect as a fan by their performance and the work they're putting in. Keep in mind, that's half of what these guys do is when they're not competing, they're out there putting their name out, building the brand, and building the sport. So, man, huge shout out to both them guys out of Michigan. They are definitely representing, man.
Yeah, and doing all of it. Power Slap Superfan says, I've been a fan of Anthony since the day he showed up. But you're a Michigan man, Power Slap Superfan. Come on, dog. Yeah, come on, dog. That's like me being a fan of Wesley Drain. All the smoke, of course. You know what I mean? I'm an Oklahoma boy. I want to see him win every single time. All right, guys, we're going to head out real fast. I just want to let you know, dropping at 7 p.m. Thursday is going to be my interview with Amir. And Amir, the real deal Nuruddin, he is a multi-promotional Power Slap athlete. And we are going to show this real fast. I think Mike dropped out. Mike, come back. If you're hearing me, come back. This is Amir right here, and this is who we're going to be having our sit down. We're going to sit down for about an hour, just kind of have a cool conversation. He says his connection keeps dropping, so there it is.
I believe it.
All right.
He probably needs a beer refill.
That or some weird sex thing. It's Mike, so who knows? Anyway, this was Amir just Saturday night before last, just a little over a week ago. He literally had just, man, we'll get into it. But this is the guy we're interviewing Thursday. Watch.
Yeah, his stance is a little weird here. Look at Amir. Gonna make a statement.
I
Whoa!
love Slap Fight Championship.
It's okay. I love them. And what I love about them is they love it. You know what I'm saying? They love it.
Yeah.
So that's Amir. He's going to be on there. Terry, Beyond the Slap, tell us where we can find you. When do you, tonight, as soon as this is over, guys, go to Beyond the Slap on Instagram as soon as this is over and stay tuned.
No, 1 hour.
In 1 hour. 1 hour from now? Or when we
Yep.
drop. So it'll be 10 p.m. Central Standard, 11 p.m. East Coast, 9 p.m. Mountain, 8 p.m. Western. Guys, in 1 hour, brand new hot shit dropping from Beyond the Slap. Everybody go there now. Tell the people where they can find you, what you got coming up. What else should we be looking forward to, my brother?
BeyondTheSlap.com. I keep it simple, man. And again, there'll be a new fighter announced tonight coming to Power Slap.
New fighter announcing tonight. He gives you the drop. Power Slap Superfan says, I'm a fan of them all, and you are a fan of them all. So are we. That's why we love you. That's why we're going to have you next week, my brother. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. And for Michael Mann, whose problems was dropping, I'm going to give him a call. He loves you. He just doesn't know it yet, but he's going to love you all that are listening. Guys, remember, if you can't slap it, it ain't worth slapping, and we are out.
Oh, boy.